The Expanse 3D plugin can make your audio sound bigger in 3 dimensions. Hi, I'm Marlon. A plugin to make your mix sound bigger that sounds vague enough. For Expanse 3D, it means it can make your audio wider with the width control, make it deeper with the depth control, and make it sound higher with the height control. All these 3 dials have an influence on how it sounds, and that is more than you would expect at first sight. Here's this loop with an instance of Expanse 3D on every track, and it sounds like this. And when I turn them off, it sounds like this. You can hear the entire soundstage immediately become smaller and two-dimensional. The plugin is mono-compatible, which means when you, for instance, widen the stereo width and you play it back in mono, the mix will not collapse. It does not mean the stereo correlation is fully in phase, as you can see on this meter. Like I said, the controls do more than you would expect at first sight. The width works like a funnel, so the higher the frequencies, the more stereo width spread there is. This also reduces the stereo width on the low end. At 100%, there will also be some gentle saturation of the stereo content. You can choose from 4 modes, which all have their own frequency offset. Try out what sounds best on the audio you're using. A big benefit of these 4 modes is, when you use the plugin on multiple sources, you can use a different mode for each of them. The idea behind this is that you have different offsets. This will make sure that these different frequency points won't interfere with each other, so your mix will sound more open and bigger. Depth uses a psychoacoustic effect to create depth in the audio by using a bunch of very short delays. Since these are delays, this could become audible on short percussive sources. So there are 3 sources to choose from. With deep, you clearly hear the delays. And that's why this mode is best used on slower audio sources like pads. For this percussion loop, tight is the one you want to choose, since it's optimized for percussive, short sounds. Depth works mostly on the mid-range frequencies, and as you can hear on this percussion, it also glues the individual notes more together. When you use this plugin, you will notice that the volume also increases. So make sure you adjust the output gain to compensate for that. Height is literally height. It's based on the fact that we perceive low end really lower and high frequencies really higher. The high frequencies are boosted, but it also sounds a tad splashier. You can hear this again on the percussion loop. I hope it's still clear regardless of the YouTube compression. The low end part of height works like a low end generator, where the low end gets resynthesized and gets new harmonics. So it will also boost how hearable low end is on smaller devices. And again, here are several modes you can choose from having more low end on bass light material, more highs on dull mixes, or both. And there's a normal mode when your mix is already full sounding. The plugin is great on individual tracks like you could hear. It's not really intended for pseudo 3D or binaural audio, but you can absolutely create some fun effects with this plugin. Which reminds me, have you already subscribed to this channel? On these individual tracks I will A/B the plugin so you can hear what it does. It also works great on the entire mix when you need more size, width and depth. Expanse 3D is released through United plugins like the rest of the plugins of JMGSound. The link is in the description. JMGSound has released more really nice sounding plugins like the one displayed on screen right now. Check it and make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next one.